Jade, tough one to swallow, I guess. You've a tale of two halves for Norwood. Your first half was fantastic. Your pressure was elite. Obviously, you get 47 points up with Mitch Grigg goals 4 minutes into the third quarter. Don't kick another goal. What's the feeling after the game?
As you said, when you get to that position against the best team in the comp, you know you've got to do a lot right to stay there. And whether we just tried to hold on, or there's certainly momentum they gained in the third quarter with the wind advantage that they had that we couldn't take advantage of in the last quarter, but felt the momentum swinging during the third. A couple of ways they got through, which concerned us. But you play that way, you win more than you lose. Like the way that we went about our footy in particular, I thought 2.5 quarters was great to watch. It's sustainable, it stacks up, but yeah, to be able to drop away that way and just seize up a little bit. I reckon late we just weren't able to do the things we've been doing through the game, and that's what good teams do back to you. They put you under pressure, and they took their chances as well. They were a very dangerous forward line, and I thought our back line struggled to contain them when the whips were cracking that last quarter and a half.
So what's your feeling in the aftermath of the game? As you said, 2.5 quarters, even close to 3 quarters, you were terrific, and that's as much pressure as I've seen any team put on in the Sandford this year, but then you lose by a point.
Yeah, it's a hard way to play, and Glenelg play a similar way to us, and it means you've got to be really fit mentally and physically to sustain it against the best. And yeah, you watch us play and you can't not admire how they went about it. Like their mindset to take on Glenelg was clearly strong. Our players were up for what we wanted to do and what we set out to do, but maintaining it's the greatest challenge. And I think that it's a real mixed emotions, because when you've got that lead and you lose, it's gut wrenching. Like you don't know what to say, and everyone feels it. But equally, it's the trials and tribulations of where you're at as a footy team and a footy club through a season. About what you go through, and every club and team I've been part of, you go through some hardship before you come out the other side, and you don't have to go through it, but it's almost a necessary evil. I think those are the players, you win more than you lose playing that way. It's just a matter of being able to keep repeating what you do for long periods of time, and the best teams, they find the gaps or any sort of shortcomings in your game they take advantage of.
In the end, it's a fingernail, isn't it? Because Cole Gerloff sockers off the ground. I think Brody Newman, as the Glenelg player, put his hand up saying he touched it. So that's how close it was.
Yeah, and as someone said down in the rooms before, if your Gerloff goal gets paid, there's exhilaration. It's the complete opposite when it doesn't go your way. So, Glenelg, good football team, good club. It has been shown over 9 weeks. But yeah, it's one we won't forget, this game. And people talk about learnings. There's plenty to come out of that, and hopefully our players and our coaches can accept that we weren't able to keep doing what was required over 4 quarters, and this competition's tough and hard, and you have to keep being able to maintain what you do over periods of time. Otherwise, good teams come back at you, as was found today.
Apart from losing the 2 premiership points, you take a lot more positives out of the performance and negatives.
Yeah, I didn't like how we played against the Eagles last week, and so it's 2 very good sides we've had 2 weeks in a row, and yeah, I think the completely different looking team that performed today against Glenelg. We've still got some players who have been terrific for us this year. Some who are probably maybe just starting to get a bit to the end of their little campaign over 9 and 10 weeks, just starting to drop off a little bit, and we've just got to keep finding the right mix to keep performing against good teams. We've got South Adelaide next week, so it don't get any easier. And fundamentally, got beaten by the better team in the end. We should have been the better team. I think everyone would agree that, certainly from a Norwood lens, would agree that we played well enough to win, but you don't just get gifted or given the 2 points. You've got to earn it.
And obviously Jackson Callow has gone already to Melbourne, and Michael Knoll. How long? So Knoll's right knee was bandaged and his left leg, or vice versa, was in a moon boot. How long is he going to be out for?
Unsure. I still haven't got an exact diagnosis, just of Michael's toe. He had a bit of a knee issue last week, but his toe is actually not an issue, so I'm unsure of how long it'll be just at the moment.
No idea. Is it broken or not?
No idea.
Okay, all right. As you said, next week South Adelaide, but moving forward, you'd be confident that you can keep pushing for the rest of the year and push for the finals?
It's a hard season. There's 3 teams that have really emerged up the top, which they're quite distinct, and then it's very tight from 4th to 10th in my opinion. So the team that can keep growing, keep learning on the run, keep improving their footy with a team that goes the furthest throughout the year. So we intend on trying to be one of those teams.
Beautiful. Thanks, mate.
Thanks, Andrew.
Really appreciate it.